Hey y'all, this afternoon I am making rutabaga soup. I've never made rutabaga soup because I always just love cooking rutabagas and eating them plain. So I'm going to try it though because it's a nice soup day. It's a little rainy, drizzly kind of day. But in case you don't know what a rutabaga is, this is it. You see these things, they're usually coated with wax like this one, but you can see where they didn't coat it with wax, this one started to sprout. So I'll be chopping that off and chopping the other end off, and then I got to peel this whole thing, which it's a little bit hard to do, but I think once I cut it in sections, it's easier to peel. That's the way I do it. So I will get started cutting and peeling this off. In the meantime, I'd like it if you go ahead and hit the subscribe button because I'm going to be cooking a lot of other things this week and I don't want you to miss any of them. And I will get going with this and I'll get right back with you. Okay, I'm back. I've got all these rutabagas cut up in like about 1 inch cubes, something like that. So that wasn't very hard to do. It's pretty easy actually. So now I'm going to chop up 2 carrots, 2 sticks of celery, an onion, and about a half of a bell pepper. Excuse me. So I'll get those chopped up and then I'll get back with you and we'll get started with this soup. Okay, I'm back and I've got I'm gonna show you down in the pot here. I've got the onions and the bell pepper and the celery all sauteing here in a little bit of olive oil. And the onions are just about ready. So next I'll be adding a little bit of garlic. I think I'll put about 3 to 4 cloves of garlic in there. And then I'll add some spices, but I'll get back with you before I put. Okay, I'm back. I've put a combination of garlic powder, curry powder, ground cumin, and paprika, and salt and pepper in this little dish. And I'll put the amounts down in the comments, but I'm just going to dump that in on top of all of this. Stir it in really well. And now I'm going to add in, I had like a little bit of vegetable broth and a little bit of chicken broth in the refrigerator. So basically I'm just going to pour it in here without measuring it. But what we're really going to wind up doing is just absolutely covering all the vegetables. But I wanted to get some in here right now. Now I've got the carrots and the rutabagas that are all chopped up, and I'm just going to pour them in here, and then I'll add more broth. So you can see, let me get you over here. Hold on, taking you for a ride. All right, so you can see down in there, and now I'm just going to pour more broth on that. So it's pretty much covered. You can see how pretty it looks down in there. So I'm just going to let this simmer. I'm going to cover it and let it simmer for a while. And then I'll get back with you. We're probably going to have to add a little bit more broth in a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. Oh my gosh, y'all. This soup has been cooking for about 45 minutes and it smells so wonderful. Let me show you what it looks like now. Come on over here. Look at that. It is beautiful color. Look at the orangey color of the rutabagas, and then this dark orange of the carrots, the green peppers. And yeah, I've taken a little bit of it out and let it cool off. I'm gonna taste it, and y'all, I know it's gonna be delicious because it smells so wonderful. But I wanna make sure those rutabagas are nice and tender, and when I stuck my fork in them, they felt really tender. It just slid right in, so here it goes. Oh, y'all, that is so good. The curry powder that's in there and the cumin together, oh my gosh. It really just makes it so aromatic and just wonderful. Anyhow, it's a very warming soup, I guess you would say. It feels really warm. But, rutabagas are just so good. You can replace recipes that call for potatoes. You can replace them with the rutabagas. But, I've grown up in the South, and all we ever did was just cook the rutabagas in with some strips of bacon. I usually did it in my pressure cooker, and then I just mashed them up, and, you couldn't beat that. That was good eating. I had a friend one time who she would make her mashed potatoes. She would make half potatoes and half rutabagas and mix it together. That was delicious. It made the mashed potatoes so good. So you might want to try that too. Anyhow, try the new thing. That's the rutabagas, and they're supposed to be really healthy. What it says when I looked it up, it says that rutabagas have less than half the calories of a potato and 60% fewer carbs. So if you're trying to, cut down on your carbs, this would be the way to go. It's got a lot of dietary fiber, just like a potato does. It doesn't have all the vitamins and nutrients that a potato does, though. So, but it does have vitamin C, so you can't beat that. So, don't give up your potatoes, but also keep trying, if you're wanting to, like me, trying to reduce those carbs and the calorie intake, rutabaga is a good way to go. And this soup is delicious. I can't wait to have it later tonight. Y'all go ahead and subscribe if you will, so you can see what I'm doing tomorrow. Bye.